Hey everyone, welcome to the Stoneblade SolForge Fusion Digital Client weekly stream. I'm your host Jurch, I'm head of organized playing events, and I'm super excited to be here with you this Monday, Memorial Day here in the States, but for everybody else it might just be kind of a regular Monday. We got a lot of really fun things to get to in this episode, in this edition, but I've got a couple announcements first. There was a huge sale that just dropped for the last winter release, set 3. So if you go to stoneblade.com, use the promo winter is going, you can pre-order the last winter product. You get 50% off of alpha set, so the first set, and that is either boosters or the starter sets, and 50% off set 2 Battle for White Fang Pass. Also, if you go to Steam, you can get 25% off the SolForge Fusion Digital Client. This sale ends June 3rd, so you've got like a week in order to kind of take advantage of these. Remember, stoneblade.com, use the promo code winter is going. Any physical product that you order with something from the last winter will be shipped all together in a single shipment on June 6th. So it's right around the corner when that stuff will be shipping out. Also, we've got a lot of events coming up in June. I'm writing an article that should be posted pretty soon after this episode, after this stream is done tonight, that will talk about all the things going on in June, that we've got sealed events, we've got international events. I know that Iron Bryce and SolForge is putting on events. Let's see if I can read this one correctly. They might be trying out something called like Friday Night Forge, potentially on June 15th and June 29th. So check to see those events on the solforgefusion.com events page to see what time it is. And then because Bryce is in Australia, you'll have to do some time adjustments for your time zone. So for example, he's in the Eastern or the Australian Eastern time zone. So what would be, let's see if I'm reading this correctly, Saturday at noon would be 10 p.m. the night before, that Friday, the night before Eastern Daylight Savings Time. So again, don't just go by what the time zone says in the event itself. Make sure that you are checking what the event description says, what the title of the event could say, and then converting that yourself, because there's been issues with where the SolForge event page thinks you're from versus where you're actually from. And that's led to a lot of confusion, and we don't want to have that. So those were just a couple of announcements. And in addition to that, we've got set 3, the last winter, like I said, that's releasing. So what we're doing this week is, for this episode, we are going to be playing a little bit of the last winter, and we're going to be doing some sealed or semi-sealed. So I am going to try some of these. I've got a couple of codes remaining from last weekend's sealed $20 event. We had a full house for that. It was really cool. I'm also writing the event review article for that, and you'll see that popping up in the next couple of days, kind of doing a little bit more insight as to sealed events and kind of the competitive nature, what things are rising to the top. And hopefully with those articles, as it gets people engaged, it also gets people who are not very confident or comfortable in a sealed environment for something like SolForge Fusion, that you'll start to get some tips and tricks along the way of maybe what to look out for, maybe what to lean into when you're making your own selections. Ooh, excuse me. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into collection here, and then down in the lower right hand part, which you can't quite see because my picture's kind of in the way, we've got a redeem code button. So let's pull one of these codes. Oh, uh-oh. So that was invalid. Oh, I might just have to type it in. No, that one worked. Okay. Interesting. Well, I'm glad we're doing this live. So this is Pieces Speakers, and this is a set 3. We have the last winter right there. Oh, and we've got some people in the chat already. Stefan procrastinating, a little sleepy. Well, not. Why not? Hello, Viper Dave. Got a question on the digital packs that you can buy online. Ooh, that's a good. I'm gonna answer that right away. Is one purchase of the digital pack contain all four different decks? So is four digital packs the same as one booster pack that are the physical cards? So each what you're buying online is essentially a digital version of one of these. A digital version of a booster where you get four half decks, one from each faction in there. Yeah, and the digital ones are a little bit less of a cost than the physical ones because it costs less to produce the digital decks than it does the physical ones. So that is a very good question. All right, so with this pieces speakers, we have Nova. So it starts out with Nova's Might and Bounty, and then United as one. That's a new Forge Born ability. Give a creature, is that +7 attack for each creature you have in play? Ooh. Creatures, we've got Ferocious Batterhide, Inspirited Bartok. Ooh, that's that new modifying term that says you replace this with a spirit from your banish pile and then give it an extra attack and health. Combining with the Bartok is going to get double benefit from that, so that could be really powerful. Oh no! And we've got an Inspirited Slayer, so we've got two inspirited creatures here. This is pretty spicy. Oh, wow. And then we've got a Tremor Soar. So that's got Breakthrough. It's kind of cousin to the Thunder Soar. This says when you are dealt damage by an enemy creature, give this that much attack. So this creature is getting built up when the player is being dealt damage, as opposed to Thundersoar, that creature can attack when the creature is being dealt damage. Then we've got the Uprising Tusk Mage. When you upgrade a card, give this plus health. That's part of the Tusk Mage. The Uprising part says if this would gain attack, it gets that much or that amount plus more. We have the Uterra Forebearer that says give up to one of your creatures plus attack and health. And when this is destroyed, give one of your creatures plus attack and health. And then Wolfstar Jin. That's pretty nice. Spells Botanimate. That's always good to have. We've got the Ferocious Roar and then Lycian Shard. Ooh. Okay. So this is a good start. I like this here, especially the double Inspirited. So we need to find hopefully a spirit that will be able to pair with this, a spirit heavy, probably Nekrium, that will be able to pair with this. Although we do have a couple of good spirits here anyways. So we shall see on if we're able to get different factions in this. I wonder if I can... No, I can't heart it here. But pieces speakers, I'm going to physically write that down. Does that sound like peace at all? Yeah, it's going to be maybe a different kind of piece, like it's taking a piece out of the opponent. And Viper Dave, that's a deal. I'm going to buy a lot more packs, seeing as how they're half off. Yeah, they are. They are half off. It's a really good deal. Need to get some set 3 spirits too. All right. So let's see about this one here. Ooh, and we've got a Tempest. The Recumbent Tempest Monks. And it's a Sunder. Let me see the deck. Summon the Swarm, Gathering Storm, and Reclaim. Ooh, that's a good loadout. Zoe Misery, peace will be violently enforced. Yes, you're going to have peace and you're going to like it. And then Stefan, when will the Memorial Day deck names be revealed? So because it's been a holiday weekend here in the States, most of the staff has not been working this weekend. They'll be back tomorrow. And then I think tomorrow or soon after, the decks will get the real names. It just takes an engineer to do that part of the process. So it shouldn't take very long. I would say maybe a day. All right, so looking at this deck, we have the Abetting Worm. Abetting is a really good modifying term because it gives that deployability. Give one of your creatures plus attack and breakthrough. We have the Ardent Hawk Rider. And that one's a nice underdrop because the ability, the deployability, is based on being lower level than your Forgeborn. So you want to drop it under the level of your Forgeborn. Blizzard Shaman, good kind of soft removal there. Charger Mammoth, also giving something breakthrough. We have the Deep Frost Guardian, activate to deal damage to a creature. If this has increased attack, that creature gets Defender this turn. Ooh, that could work if we had any stealth creatures, but I haven't seen any so far. Nargath Commander, that's a good one. And Windweaver Asir, activate, choose a creature. It's level gated to ready or exhaust it. I like that. So we've got some options here too. Let's check the spells. Fit of Rage, that's always a good one. That gives creatures attack. And then Breakthrough if I've played another spell. We've got Stone Skin, which is giving attack and then having it battle. And then Exalt, the Deep Frost Hills. That one's good at giving Defender. It's a nice activate ability. So these two don't have a whole lot of synergy flat out, but I do like what both of them are bringing to the table. So let's see. All right. Now let's see if hopefully these other codes are going to be Nekrium and Alloyin, so then I get a real full sealed to work with here. Mud Turtle, any OP tournaments happening this weekend? I think this weekend is the first in June, so we don't have any this weekend, but I know we will be having more as June rolls along. Oh yeah, because Saturday is June 1st. So I believe we have stuff going on at a much more frequent rate going forward, to where it won't just be weekend tournaments, but we will start doing the really popular $5 sealed events, start doing those on weeknights as well. We might have to cap those because if they're getting too popular, it's going to get too late into the night for people. So we might have to cap those to make those like 4-round events instead of 5. But we want to be doing more events, and I would just say be on the lookout for tomorrow when I drop the news article that will outline all of June's organized play. So I don't think there's anything explicit this weekend, as far as I remember, but a couple of Saturdays in June, and then also trying to do more frequent $5 sealed events. But that is a good question. Oh, and we got a Nekrium. Okay, we're on a good roll with these. The Suggesting Strider Liches. This is Circe, Soul Siphon, Sorrow, and then Circe's Regenerate. Propaganda. We've got Corpse Host with Necrolab. Oh, that's a fun one to play with. I haven't played with that one yet, but I've seen it played a whole bunch. And it's a Spirit. Then we've got the Covetous Bloodlord, which has stealth, so that might actually work with all of the Tempest ones too. Activate, give another one of your creatures minus attack to give this plus attack. I think that's a good one. The Dark Shaper Savant, the Zombie Mage. Oh, we've got some mage synergy here, some zombie or mages and zombies. Dissipating Spectre, stealth, and it's a spirit. Forsaken Meba. If this is unopposed, give it plus attack and health. Born Caller, another spirit. And then the Nerali Engulfer. If this is exalted, activate, destroy an enemy creature with low attack. I don't remember if the Uterra did have an exalt. And the Stalking Direhounds. We've got the Stitcher Dog here. And it's a bit of a glass cannon. It's got aggressive and stealth. It's a spirit. And then deploy. You may destroy another one of your creatures to play at level 1. It's a mindless zombie minion. At level 2, it's a reanimating a level 1 creature. And at level 3, it's reanimating a level 1 or 2. So these have got some synergy going on. Let's see what spells. Oh no! Blight Skull Bomb. Each enemy player destroys one of their creatures. You may give us one of your spirits plus attack and health for each enemy creature in play. Yeah. Oh, wow. And then Sacrificial Chamber. That's got the Slay trigger. Deal damage to the enemy player. You gain health. And then the Necro Lab and Necro Tower. Okay, so those are going to be really fun to play with. Uh, Suggesting Strider Liches. I think that's going to have to be what I play no matter what. That's going to be really fun to try to mess around with. But I am here, so I might as well finish this last one off and see if this was the Alloyin. So this would kind of simulate playing sealed and what I'd be looking for. And it was Alloyin. Okay, nice. The Guard of the War Clone. Optimize, augment, boost. The Brigard Carrier. That's always a good one. It's the one that when it moves lanes, then it puts out a Gizmo minion in the lane that it left. The Combat Juggernaut. If that's exalted, it gets a lot of armor. Combat Tactician. Pretty big body at all three levels. Portatron. That's nice to kind of do some moving shenanigans with your opponent. Suppressing Champion. Suppressing is nice. And then the Champion has the Exalted activate. Give each creature adjacent to this plus attack and health. That's nice. And wait, that's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 creatures. That means we've got 5 spells in this. Espionage. That's a new one. And that is a Soulbind. We've got Lucid Echoes. Drone Hive. That's a good one. Mech Armory and the Silver Arc. Okay, we might have to play with all of these. This was a fun little group to be messing around with. Let's see which one of these would be a good pair for this Alloyin one. I don't know if this had any particular creature synergy here. So then we'll probably put this with the Tempest one then. All right, but what I got to do first then is make this really fun spirit one, and we're gonna see what people in the queue are gonna face off against this. So we've got Nekrium, and that was the suggesting Strider Liches. Continue. That is with pieces, speakers. Soul Siphon, destroy one of your creatures to give a creature +5/+5. Sorrow is pretty good. And Cersei's Propaganda is pretty good too. But I like Nova's Might of giving everything increased stats, and then Bounty for getting a lot of benefit for having more creatures in play. So we're gonna try it like this. And a good name for this could be Suggesting Peace. We're gonna see that. Ooh, this Uterra is gonna be fun to play with. Actually, I mean both halves are gonna be fun to play with. So we are gonna jump into the queue, see who is there to possibly be playing me. This week's stream is not sponsored by water. It is sponsored by discounted drinks that I found at Aldi. So that is kind of what I'm working my way through. I have had plenty of water today, but I decided to treat myself a little bit. And we have a match. Gray Ninja. Oh no, the Pokemon. Okay. So I don't necessarily want to use my Inspiriting Slayer because I don't have a spirit in the banish pile, which means I also have no use for the Blight Scald Bomb at this point. But we do want to start getting spirits into the banish pile, which means Corpse Host might be the option. But that Dark Shaper Savant's really good too. Hoo. I think let's not try to be a hero here. Let's just start with Corpse Host there, and we get to play Necrolab, which says do not remove energy counters from this when it transforms. When your creature in this lane is dealt damage, put an energy counter on this, and then we can activate when it transforms into Necro Tower. Remove any number of energy counters from this to destroy a creature with a level lower than the number of energy counters on this. So that is going to be really, really fun to try to build this up, and then at some point way down the road, flip it and have that removal on a string. That's going to be really, really helpful. And I think where I'm leaning for this is I might... Oh, Dark Heart. Well, I don't want Dark Heart to stick around. I was thinking about having the Inspirited Slayer replace the Corpse Host, and then I could replay the Corpse Host. Uh, but I don't want to be messing around. I'm just going to Blight Skull Bomb to force my opponent to get rid of the Dark Heart Sorcerer. And then that would get +1/+1 for every enemy creature in play. They don't have any, so we don't get any benefit from that. But I do like leveling that up now, too. And then we're just going to trade there, but then this Necrolab gets a counter on that. Ooh, that's really, really freaky art there. So here we have Lycian Shard. Put 2 energy counters on this. Remove an energy counter from this to give your creature in this lane +2 attack. If it's a level 1 creature, it gets breakthrough this turn. Then if there are no energy counters on this, destroy it. We've got that Tusk Mage, the Dissipating Spectre, Graveborn Caller, and then the Stalking Direhound. Let's see. Because I want to get that Lycian Shard out. I think that's going to be of benefit. But I also want to be working with my spirit, so I have to play this Direhound at some point. And the more spirits I have in my banish pile, the more options I'm going to have later on. So let's go Dissipating Spectre here. And I think we might, because with this, I need to be working through and getting out the correct level 1s. So then later down the road, I'm going to have the right chess pieces in play for later on. Okay, well now I have no problem destroying another one of my creatures. So we'll go this here. Destroy one of my creatures to play a mindless zombie minion. Well, I think I'm just going to trade there then. So we've got Botanimate, which I'm going to want to level up. Ferocious Batterhide. I like that. The Uterra Forebearer. That one's pretty good because that's giving a whole lot of stats to another creature or to other creatures as we go along. Covetous Bloodlord. And then the Neuralian Golfer, destroying a creature with low attack. I think I want to go with the batter hide first. And then I have the option of going with Botanimate or maybe upgrading the Engulfer. I like either one of those as a play. Removal on a stick. Yeah, can I pet that dog? Well, now that they got something that's going to be getting a whole lot of benefit, I would prefer that it not get that. So let's just Botanimate, get a little bit of health. We are upgrading Botanimate so it stays on curve. And as much as that Neuralian Golfer is really nice removal to have. Oh, nice. I still think Botanimating there was the right idea. Okay, so I've got Nova's Might to make my creatures a little bit bigger. We've got that Inspirited Slayer again, which is nice. We've got the Corpse Host level 2. Deal 3 damage to another one of your creatures to give this +3 health on deploy. I don't have 3 to deal. Covetous Bloodlord, but then I've also got the Dark Shaper Savant, which I think that's the route that I'm going to go first. Because if I go like that, then I can start to get extra value from this here, which I'm really going to like. My opponent's Forgeborn ability is Dark Forge Drain. Oh, no. Stout Skeleton. That one gets big later on. Okay. So, I am going to do Inspirited Slayer. Replace this with level 1 Spirit in my Banish pile. And I've got 3 options. I don't want to do the dog. Let's see, that one's not going to be of much help. So let's go oops, just click it. Dissipating Spectre. And that was another level 1. So I get to give -2/-2 to enemy creatures. And I think, because it's the first turn of the deck cycle, I think if I go there and because I'm going to win that trade no matter what. I want to keep this alive as long as possible. So we're going to go like that. And then I'm just going to use my Forgeborn ability right off the bat in order to make sure that I win that trade, win this trade. I can take 3 damage, but I like the position that I'm in. And one of my creature in that lane was dealt damage, so then I get to pump it up, or pump up the Necrolab a little bit. I've got Botanimate, which isn't going to do me much good right now, I don't think. I've got the Batter Hide, which is also good, kind of soft removal. But all those are level 2, and that's not going to work with my Dark Shaper. Let's see. I think I'll go Dissipating Spectre here. So then I win that trade. And then depending on what my opponent does, I've got 3 options. One of which is hard removal. One of which is a silencing. And then I could do this Tremor Sore to get one more. Ooh, a Vampiric Inventor. Nice Betrayer. Aha. Let's see. I think I'm just going to keep the pressure on and go there. Give this +5 armor this turn. And should I push back the skeleton, or should I silence the the gizmo minion? And Scuba Toad, question. So are we going to have some set 3 sealed events soon, Jurch? We absolutely are. I'm very excited for that. Those are going to be happening starting in June. And it'll all be in the article that I'm publishing tonight after the stream. I think I'm going to silence that there. Yes, very excited for the set 3 sealed events. And we're going to try to do more than just once a month. Oh no, Taro! Shoot, 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 shoot. Sprocket, that probably was the right idea then. Okay. So I've got Ferocious Roar here. I've got this Inspired Bartok, which I think is going to be really nice to get a Spirit out because it's going to get +3/+3. And then the Sacrifice Chamber could be a good one. And then this Dire Hound now starts to bring out a level 1 creature. I think. Oh, interesting. I think I'm going to go like this. Give the next creature you play +2/+2. And then I'm going to replace this with a spirit. Um, hmm. I think I just want to go there because then that's going to get up to 6/6. Let's see. So I've got -1 and another -1. And that gets +2/+2 from the Bartok. And that Necrolab is already out. So I think if I time this right, I could Dire Hound. Yeah, let's see this here. Okay, so we're gonna go like this. I'm gonna do the Dire Hound. I can destroy one of your creatures to reanimate a level 1 creature. So I think I'm going to destroy this, and I'm going to reanimate here. And then I can juggle these a little bit and bring that back in its place anyways. And now I've got a couple of procs here to get rid of that. And so I can give a -1/-1. Those are going to trade. Those are going to trade. So I might as well have that take as little damage as possible. Those trade. And that's not doing anything. This this could be sneaky good. This could be some sneaky good stuff. All right. So third deck cycle, they get shapeshift one of your creatures +6/+6. It has all creature types. And I get bounty. You gain 3 health for each creature you have in play. Okay, so the Inspiring Bartok. So I might want to save that one for a little bit. I think this Graveborn Caller, because when this deals damage to an enemy player, I get to play Mindless Zombie Minion, which is a level 1 card. So then I can be getting a lot of value there from the Dark Shaper Savant. And I just wish that I'd been seeing more Dark Shaper Savants. Hey, more than most. Inspirited Bartok. Well, Inspirited Barton, yeah. Hawkeye is pretty good too. More than most, this deck has 2 Inspirited creatures. Inspirited Bartok and then the Inspirited what? Slayer? What was it? Yeah, Inspirited Slayer too. So I'm trying to lean into that. Lean into the double Inspirited. It could be. I thought that was supposed to be limited to one. I don't know. I got a double here, so we're gonna see what it's like. Try it out a couple of times. Wonder what my opponent's thinking of here. But I think I'm going to be able to Inspirited Bartok. I might want to do that on top of, excuse me, on top of this Graveborn Caller to then reanimate the Graveborn Caller on top of the Bartok to give it +6/+6. And it's got stealth. And then whenever that is dealing damage to the enemy player, I get to give a creature, an enemy creature -1/-1. So that could definitely start to cause problems for my opponent. And hopefully they're not having technical difficulties or anything that's preventing them from playing. Yeah, it gives one Dark Shaper proc too. Yep. All right. So we're going to go that on top. Next creature is going to get +4/+4. You can replace that with the level 1 or 2 spirit. Confirm. And that's the one I want to use. Oh, and opponent resigned. Now that's spicy. I feel bad for playing this against a random opponent, but this is my first time trying out this deck, and we'll give it once more before I try out the Alloyin Tempest combo to see how that's gonna work. Uh-oh, I'm starting to lag a little bit. Sorry. All right, let's see if I can. Nope, that doesn't do it for me. Okay, maybe we have to switch streams on this, or I'll just be careful. So I might have to do a little of adjusting here to make things run smoothly because my computer now is running a bunch of different stuff. So let's just switch it right now. Question on the Kickstarter. Kickstarter should definitely be shipping any day now. Uh, I know that for sure it is something that. Ooh. Oh, Stefan, good luck. It should be shipping any day now. And botanimating that. Fair. But I'm going to add a sacrifice chamber. Yeah, should be shipping very soon. And let's just get rid of this then. See if that'll speed things up a little bit. Oh no. That's a good Packmaster. Ooh. Ooh. Hmm. Let's see. Hmm. All right, this one's going to be a much tougher route. All right, well, I think I need to go that there, and I don't want to. I'll just take the 7 damage right now. Yeah. But I got some good stuff cooking now. Hmm. This deck here is definitely going to have a lot of opportunities for me to explore it. There's a lot of things to explore in this pairing here. And it shows a lot of what could be really, really fun in set 3. With all the new cards, the exploration. Somebody is taking notes. Okay, do I have any spirits in my banish pile? I do. So we're going to go like this. Next creature is going to get +3/+3. And I've only got 1 spirit there. And I am not going to destroy a spirit to play mindless zombie minion. I think I'm okay with that dissipating specter there. I probably should have, just in case my opponent has something that can do 2 damage to a creature. I can't think of what that would be. But I'm going to take another 7. I do get the sacrifice chamber proc, so I'm not doing a horrible. Gorgeous, good to see ya. Okay. Oh, that's right. They're going first. Oh, silly me. Oh, yikes. Ooh, okay. So I think I might want to do this one after I do an Inspirited Slayer. Just pre-ordered 6 displays the last winter. That's a good call. Yeah, set 3. So this was some leftover prizing from last Saturday's event that I cracked open, and I'm doing a little bit of sealed with it. I don't want discard. I want banish. I've only got 1 or 2. Oh, 2 spirits. Okay. There we go. Confirm. Let's go that there. Okay. And both of my removal here. Oh, no. Well, I think then this is the only option, is to have my opponent choose 1 creature they're going to get rid of. I get to give this Spectre +4/+more. Yeah, wish you're free for that more than most. It was poor scheduling on the point of the TO to schedule an event over a holiday weekend, but I talked to him about it, and he will try to refrain going forward. Yeah, take care, Eli. Good you could show up. Okay. I get to give -3/-3 when I'm playing a level 1. Well, I definitely need to be doing a couple of that. So let's go there. And I'm worried about what my opponent can do, but I also need to play a little dangerously here. Yeah, that's a good point, Godges. So what happened was, when in order to run a sealed event, what I need to do is I need to talk to the engineering team, and they need to construct codes or package codes together for me to give out as for people to run this sealed event, and then for prizes. And that is not a fast process, and it's not a simple process. So at least as far as I understand it, it's not quite fast and simple. So, um, ooh, So then I'm losing my train of thought. So when I saw that only 4 people signed up for it at the time, I decided to cap it off and not have too many things going on that would hinder the experience of the or make too much effort for the staff that would have to be doing this part of it, especially leading into a weekend. So I made the executive decision to cut off the event at 12 people, thinking that, okay, that would be 3 times as many. It's a holiday weekend. We just don't know how much we're going to get. So let's just leave it at that, and then just have the event go off, and hopefully we fill up. But it more than filled up. I had other people reach out to me saying, hey, I'd like to be a part of this. But I didn't have any extra codes to give away. I didn't have any extra set to boosters to give away to anybody. So then that meant that we had to kind of cut that event off. And it was great to see people showing up. It was a blast, and had a lot of really strong decks that kind of showed out for that, which is always fun to see what people end up playing. And then I love giving out prizes for stuff too, so I was able to do a little bit of that. So we might try doing more frequent sealed events that are capped in size. Um, so then it'll be less work for the engineering team, but we'll still be able to put on events for people, and we're looking for a great experience, and like that should be leading to said great experience. Comes into play in this lane, deal 2 damage to up to 1 creature to get. Okay. Okay. Hmm. Excuse me. I think I like what this is going to portend. Give another one of your creatures mine. No, that's not the one that I thought it was. Um, to reanimate a level 1 creature. Well, wait, I've got the Bartok there, and then I got spirits. Okay, we're doing fine. So then I just need to put something out that's going to live, right? Uh-oh. Okay. Okay, let's see what's going on here. God, just Scuba Toad's deck looked insane. It did. There were some really good ones that were pulled from that, and it's always cool to see how things go in a small sample size. But there's definitely some heat that you can find in these because it's all random. It's 100% random, and that's part of what makes it fun. Yeah, that Necrolab I haven't been able to in the first match that I played, but let's go like this. that to reanimate the Bartok there. Next creature I play gets +2/+2. Inspirited. So then I'm going to replace this with a spirit. And I think I need it to be my Dissipating Spectre, or that's going to get... No, because that's going to cause problems for my opponent later on. So it gets +1/+1 from the Inspirited, gets +2/+2 from being a Bartok. And there we go. And I'm just hemorrhaging damage. I'm taking 9. So down to 19, but I do have a couple of stealth creatures going on here. And yep, you get to play an Oakfather minion. That could be trouble. Let's see, a 1 or 2 spirit. So let's start out by doing that there. And now we're going to get that pumped way up. Okay. Okay. That's another new one, the Hungering Strike. Give up to one of your creatures +3 attack. Give up to one enemy creature -3 health. My dog. Okay, destroy one of your creatures to reanimate a level 1 or level 2. So that would be gaining 3 health for each creature I have in play. What spirits do I have in my banish? If I destroy that, it's still gonna die. It's still not gonna be great. Oh man, Inspirited Bartok level 3 in a Wolfstar Djinn level 3. Yeah, that could be big if I can get that off. I think because I can't handle this Oak Father sticking around. That's going to be incredibly painful if that sticks around. Well, you know what? What if I go like this? And I'll take 3, I'll take 6. I know I shouldn't be taking this much time. There's just so many different directions this deck can go. I might need to save this just in case. So let's go like that. And I've got 2 creatures out now. Or 3 out now. I'm guessing I'll be able to have 4 by the time next cycle rolls around. Not next cycle, next turn. Oh, that might be a death knell. Yep. 11, 12, 13, 14 coming through unabated. Yep, 14 out of that 19. Well, I do gain a crap ton of breakthrough attack. And I do, so if I can get 2 more creatures out. Oh, that's a good combo. I'm gonna save the Blight Skull bomb because that's gonna be nice, a nice bomb. Hmm. I don't think I have a great spirit. A spirit that would really benefit that much from this. So then I guess. Oof. Okay. Let's go this here. Deal damage to give that more health. And then I'm worried about. Well, I gotta be risky here. I gotta be risky. Oh no. Necrolab to kill Oakfather. I can't activate it. It has to be transformed into Necro Tower. Yeah, I would love to, but I can't. So I'm going to Blight Skull Bomb and pick the two Oak Fathers. So the opponent has to destroy one of them. And since both of these are spirits, whichever one is still left alive, I'm going to pump it up with that there. Loyal Beyond Death. Nice. And because I am going to lose my one creature, I need to gain some health there. And then that's going to survive now. So I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. And Necrolab gets another energy counter on it. We'll Jin. Had me slay a little bit, so we're hanging in there. All right. Uh, let's go Dark Shaper Savant there. And I've got plenty of level 1 fodder to be whittling down. Is that a misclick or something? Yeah, just straight up playing an Oak Father. Oh no, played it on my Dark Shaper Savant. Gotcha. Well, that doesn't do me much good. And I like the possibility of getting the level 3 one of this out. No, but I need the level 2 Botanimate to start helping. So we'll go that there instead. What the heck was that card? Oh, there occasionally when art isn't loaded up yet, so especially if it's new art, they just have kind of a generic placeholder ring artwork for it. So I don't think that that's anything of significance. It just happened to be there. Shambling Direhound? Okay. That's the purple. That's the Direhound that this half needs. That this Uterra half needs. Excuse me. Yeah, because I'm going to be in a world of hurt now. One, two, three. Oh, different route. Yeah, I like the. Oh, yep. That'll play a little bit better. I think the shambling would have hurt more. Shambling Direhound would have hurt more, but yeah, they've still got 4 lanes, and I don't have much to work with here. Yeah. And their Forgeborn ability, Nyx's Rebellion, destroy all cards in the chosen lane. Well, that Necro Lab may not even get to being a Necro Tower. I'm going to give that. Oh, I'm playing another Oak Father. Yeah, this. I've definitely been outclassed here. We can cover that up. But I'm not going to be able to cover 2 more lanes. And that one's not even going to matter. Yeah, because that's got breakthrough on that. Yeah. There we go. And then we'll take the 19 plus the 5 more. And that's going to be it. Whew. That's still a fun deck there. Yeah, good game. Good game. Your deck's really strong. All right, but I am also going to now go over and try the other pairing. So let's change deck and fuse a new deck, and that with Tempest. There we go. And then Alloyin there. And which Forgeborn do we want to use? That Sunder's really good for spell slinging, so let's go that route. Let's go that route. The War Monks. Yeah, that Rosetta does look, it looks pretty spicy, and we've got enough time that we can probably test out both Forgeborn with it. But I know that this Alloyin has 5 spells in it. So yeah, I won't be able to enlarge that. So I'll run one with Sunder, and then we'll run one with Steel Rosetta to show what that Forgeborn looks like in action. Because I know that this Alloyin had 5 spells in it, or 5 spells slash exalts, so it'll have a lot of spell slinging to work with. War Monks is a violent piece. We're just gonna make you have peace. All right, we've got an unsuspecting opponent here. CJ Flex. All right. So we have Deep Frost Hills. Deploy, put 2 energy counters on this. Activate, remove an energy counter from this to deal 3 damage to the opposing creature. This turn it gets Defender, and then it's scaling up for dealing more damage. But I like being able to give something Defender. And then the other new one that we haven't highlighted yet, Espionage. Play Assassin's Cliff, which I'm not able to show. Give one of your level 1 creatures stealth this turn. You may give the opposing creature defender this turn. So, also very nice. Oh, must have been a computer or some sort of error. Whoops. All right, and let's see if these war monks. What? All right. Put the fear in them. Yeah, maybe. Maybe I put the fear in them, but match found. Perfect. Oh, good. We're going to try it again. So maybe I didn't put too much fear in them. Much different. Oh, maybe I don't know. Maybe somebody who knows that I'm streaming and doesn't want to be on stream or just choose. Well, no, I feel bad. I don't want somebody to not want to play against me. 300 or 400 more games like this to beat max level. Yep. Yeah. Just a few hundred more. So then I guess we'll wait a little bit. All right, let's try the campaign. Probably not at level 10. Let's just try level 3 with this one. And I'm not really sure. Ooh. Uh Tamer's Lash. Yeah, whenever you use your Forgeborn ability, play up to 2 spell sprite minions. I think that's a pretty good deal, especially with all the spell slinging I want to do. And we'll just take on Nova. So we're going to jump in with this deck that I'm hoping I get to face off against somebody with. And then right now we're just going to, excuse me, play against Nova with it. We've got Deep Frost Guardian. Deal 1 damage to a creature. If this has increased attack, that creature gets Defender this turn. That's something I'm going to want to develop. Hmm. I think we might want to try to be pushing back that anyways. Five there. And then Assassin's Cliff. Oops. So Assassin's Cliff, when your creatures in this lane deal combat damage to an enemy player, deal 4 damage to an enemy creature. Whoo! Let's just be putting some things with stealth in there. And the Silver Arc. Give up to one of your creatures +3/+3. When you replace a creature in this lane, give your creature in this lane +3/+3, then destroy it. Or then destroy this. And Suppressing Champion, but they don't have anything with low attack. We've got Stone Skin. I think we might want to do this. All right. Well, now we've got an option for that. But then it's not going to be exalted. Ho ho. No, let's go that route and destroy that there. Oh, it's when you replace your creature in this lane. Okay. Good, good, good. Just going to do a little damage on that. Oh, that's right. Then if this has increased attack, not if that creature does, if this does. Perfect. So give it defender. Knock it back. All right. I like this combo a little bit more now. I like this a little bit more. Yeah, I could be giving 2 per turn to get defender. Oh, so many good options here. Okay. So I like this combat juggernaut in this silver arc lane because it's going to get a bunch of armor. 3 armor is really strong to start out with. And so it's going to stick around for a while. Hmm. Okay, but that I do like the suppression that we got going on here with this too. So, all right, put 2 energy counters on it. Yeah, this deck is definitely fun. It's definitely fun. It's got some options. So Lucid Echoes, upgrade a card in my hand and discard it. Then for all the level 2 and 3 in my discard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it would be 6. So I can deal 6 damage to something. I think I have to do it. Well, let's see. The Betting Worm, no matter what's going to be good. This I want to keep it lower. And that's the one I want to upgrade. And I think I'm going to take this out here. So I'll take a lot in combat damage, but this Assassin's Cliff, I get to deal 4 damage to something. And I think... Ooh. Let's go the damage there. Oh, and then they get the spider eggs. Oh no. Play up to 2 spell sprite minions. So when I use this Forgeborn ability, I get 4 spell sprite minions, and I've got a couple of spells I might want to play. So don't mind if I do. The biggest summon the swarm I could imagine. All right. And then what else are we going to do? Let's see. Because my second play is going to be Fit of Rage. That's going to be the nice little cherry on top there. Let me give its opposing creature defender this turn. So let's go like this. There. And we'll give the opposing creature defender. And then all these are going to get pumped up. This is definitely... This is working real nice. Okay, well, now I have to activate this to deal 1 damage there. And I'm going to go Fit of Rage. Because I've already played a spell this turn, I'm going to give 2 creatures +4 attack and breakthrough. So let's see. 1 and 2. Yeah, this is cooking now too. And I think I'm going to use... Ooh. Deal 3 damage and give it Defender. I'm not. Oh, that's a good replace. Deal 4 damage to a creature. Let's just pop it right there. Right there. We've got Drone Hive. Your creature in this lane has Slay. Play up to 1 Gizmo minion. I think that could be of great benefit to us. That could really help out. And then that Abetting Worm as well. Ooh. I'm going to keep leaning into the spells. Let's go like this. Give them each +2 attack. And I think I'm going to end up going, well, definitely going to that. Oh, deal 3 damage to the opposing creature. This turn it gets Defender. That should be Defender right now. That was not right. Play a Gizmo minion. Let's... I think we might need to do it there. Might as well, yeah. But it didn't give it Defender. Okay, so now... I think we're going to try doing the Deep Frost Guardian and Windweaver a Seer combo. Yeah, it's not giving it Defender. Well, then let's write a bug report. Yep. Deep Frost Hills. Twice against a... Did not gain Defender or move to the back of the lane. Yeah, I'm thinking that I might put the... Oh, yep. That would have been better to have put that there. Okay, I see what you're saying, Godress. So we're going to do that. Give it increased. And then that is dealing 2 damage anyways. Yeah, it's not too late. I'll wait till my second just in case they randomly decide to replace that one. And they didn't. So we're going to go that. Going to deal 2 damage. There we go. Oh, Windweaver Seer only works for level 1 now. That's right. Ah, silly goose. Learning so much about these new cards. Oh, I might do the Windweaver Seer and Brigard Carrier combo. And just move that over. Oh, boo. Boo on that. Yeah, it's a rematch, but they came out swinging. I wanted to see if I could get that Brigade Carrier a couple of activations with this Windweaver Seer, but I guess they weren't feeling it. Yeah, not a great start there. Gets Defender, but that doesn't do me a whole lot of good. So this needs to happen right now. And I could do the Combat Juggernaut. Deep Frost Hills, okay. Or getting that Mammoth. I like that. I like that. Get the Mammoth up, and that way the Mammoth can be replaced and give something increased attack as well. Oh, Botanimate the Mammoth! Oh no. Mech Armory, put 2 energy counters on this. Remove an energy counter from this to give your creature in this lane +2 attack. If it is level 1, it gets mobility 1. Then if there are no more counters on this, destroy it. So I like that. This espionage is going to be pretty solid. I might do Blizzard Shaman on top of my Charger Mammoth to give it enough stats to last for a couple of activations. Or that Taro's just going to be a real problem. What? That's no good. All right. Well, I'll try one more online battle, but I might have to end up going a different route for this. If people don't want to be playing against me, Trotifer. All right, let's see what we got going here. So we've got the Windweaver Seer, we've got Blizzard Shaman, we've got the Brigade Carrier. Let's see if we can get the Carrier and Windweaver Seer to go off. Do they have their deck list shown? They do not. Okay. Yep, let's try it again. And go like this. And activate it to ready. And then just have that move over one more. I should have put it in a corner and then just had it bop its way down the whole line. But that's what you get when you're learning new decks. Oh no. Camouflaged Shambler. Whew. All right. I think I'm going to have to just Lucid Echoes that right away. Oh no, Suppressing Champion. Let's do that one instead. Oh, that could be a nice combo. The Champion and the Windweaver Seer. Because then the Champion is going to activate to be giving adjacent creatures plus attack and health. Destroy you. And then it's going to be able to activate again. Okay. It's gonna hurt to get me to get this off, but we're just exploring what we can do with this deck. Hmm. Oh, habit battle. Oh, boo. Well, the dream is dead. The synergies are nuts in this. Yeah, I know. I know. This has got a lot of opportunity for creating some havoc. That one's okay being at level 1. It does the same thing. That's actually going to benefit, then deal damage there. Oh, I could have just straight up deep frosted instead of lucid. Yep, that's a good point. But now what we're going to do here is hopefully this deep frost guardian into the abetting worm and have the abetting worm pump up the guardian, which then is going to be, so I have an exalt. Yep. That's a good point. That was definitely likely a better option there. I do like lucid echoes, especially for other cards if you're not getting the cards that you want to be seeing, because even at level 2 that ends up upgrading 2 cards in your hand and discarding, and that works almost like hard removal. Okay. I don't like that. Hmm. This here. +3 in breakthrough. So I'll trade there. And just in case my opponent has anything that's going to give zombies aggressive, I'm going to go like that to give it defender. Yeah, and God, just Lucid Echoes is, yeah, definitely nuts at level 3. There we go. So then it doesn't give it, it gives it the bonus to attack, but it doesn't give it, it doesn't come up to the front. Oh, Om Nom Nom is a good play too. Yeah, that's the calculated. Yep, that is good decision on their part. Summon the swarm. And I got the Lucid Echoes there. I don't have an Exalt, but I like getting this Windweaver Seer out to work with, uh, to be working right next to this champion. So then I also have Lucid Echoes, which will then be dealing 2 damage for each level 2 and 3, and I'll have at least 3. Well, I will have 3 in there. Hmm. That's still Gizmo. Oh, and I get the sprites too. So if we go like this, and then I use my Forgeborn, what's theirs? Growth Aura? Yep, okay. So I get to spell for free, and they get to spell for free. Shoot, I wish I had my minions out at this point. Um, so we are going to upgrade 1 and 2 and deal that damage right there. And just give it nap time. Because I do think I want to do my spell sprites. Spell sprite here. Spell sprite there. But if I do this damage there and fight there, they're still going to get buffed up, still going to win that trade. Okay. Bigger Dream Part 2, yeah. Yeah, that dream's probably not going to happen, and I'm okay with it. Okay. So we want to go Assassin's Cliff here. And what is it? It's giving creature stealth. I might as well do it there. You may give it, well, sure. All right. So we're buffing up. I like the double spell. The fact that that is a double spell. Give the adjacent creatures. And then activate that. So we can do that again. Okay. That's a pretty sick combo. Being able to have this Windweaver Asir activate this suppressing champion so that it's buffing up the Windweaver Asir. I probably could have waited for this Deep Frost Guardian, but I didn't want to take that chance. And I could probably I could definitely replace one suppressing champion with another if I'd like. Windweaver definitely can get out of control. Or I could do this Mech Armory. Yep, I've got a lot of options. Lot of options here. I almost want them to use a resource to get rid of this minion so then the Deep Frost Guardian can move in there. But that's getting way too greedy. Oh, you could just do that. Yikes. I think I'm just going to go like this and have another body out that could be a problem for my opponent. Yep, that's a good point. Yeah, that replace option wouldn't have been great, but potentially having this guardian, the Deep Frost Guardian, replace this minion here. But then I would have lost out on 7 damage to my opponent's face. Yep. Man. Whew. Got plenty of spells here to be working with. I would like to buff up the attack on this, and I think Silver Arc is the way. Yep. Silver Arc is the way. So then that can be giving a creature defender this turn. Oof. Hmm. I still think I want to do that first. Because I don't know which one of my creatures I'm going to let activate a second time. Because I could do it here, this Deep Frost Guardian, to be dealing 4 damage to that mindless zombie to clear that lane. Oh. Little trade there. Yeah, Mammoth and I might just do that. Deal the 2 damage there. Mammoth in that arc lane, so when something comes in the way, it'll be getting +7/+7. All right. So we could do suppressing commander or the combat juggernaut. Let's go the juggernaut there. And then if my opponent puts out something with lower attack, then I'm replacing the mammoth with the oh, with the champion. Well, it's still probably pretty good to put that there. What's my Forgeborn ability? Oh yeah. There. They can be shapeshift. Okay. Nap time, push them both back. Yep, that makes sense. But if I get two spells on me, I can Gathering Storm. And I do have two spells. But that Abetting Worm is also a glass cannon that can give something +5 in breakthrough, +5 attack and breakthrough. Boy, howdy. I've got a lot of options here. Well, no, I've got a lot less options, a lot fewer. Hmm. Whew, let's see. And they're shape shifting on that too. Okay. I think I might go like this. No, I. It's only 5. And adding 10 would be 14. Nope, that's not going to be enough. So I do have to hold off till the next. Oh, strike there. Hmm. Well, getting this Windweaver Asir out is going to be important. I've got health to play around with a little bit, and Gathering Storm if I play two spells next time. Or just go like this. Deal damage, give it Defender. It's still not giving Defender. Am I reading that card wrong? Damage to the opposing creature. This turn it gets Defender. Oh, it's putting Defender on Deep Frost Hills. Oh, that's no good. That's no good. Okay, interesting. Okay, so what is that? 3 damage to a creature. So I should have used it last time. That's okay. Because now I can Deep Frost Guardian on top of the Mammoth in this Silver Arc, which is going to give a crap ton of stats. It'll give 11/11 and Breakthrough. And then I can activate it twice to give 2 things Defender. I don't know if. Oh. Yes, forge power is unused. Well, then let's use them. Go. And deal 5 damage there. All right. Both of these decks, and then the Shambler. But I get to take it out. I get to take that out. Reclaim. Upgrade a spell in your hand. If it's an Exalt, I can play it for free. Well, I can do it for Deep Frost Hills. Don't know how much, how good that's going to do, but I can do it. I thought that was working though. Yeah. Yep, because it's giving Deep Frost Hills Defender. Well, then I probably shouldn't be doing that. I should be doing 9 and that. No, I even think that's still the route I have to go. Deal 2 damage to give him +4. Yeah, to give it +4, and then I do Stone Skin. About its level as if it transfers to the Exalt instead. Yeah, that's what it's been doing. Is it has been giving the Exalt Defender. Yeah, so that's been the problem on this. Well, I guess this isn't going to be great, but I can Portatron there. Yeah, not having that work, that hurts just a little bit. Hmm. Okay. Oh, we need to go that. Yeah, I don't know exactly what the issue is either, but it's odd that it is giving the the Exalt Defender because it's saying give it. Yeah. I mean that's we're still testing out. The set still hasn't technically been officially released yet. Hmm. So 7 plus 8 is 15. Well, unless they do some shenanigans, that should be enough. Well, those are the shenanigans. Good game. Oh, good game. Yep. Dang. Well done. Well done. Okay, so for this last one, I'm going to go back to suggesting peace because that one's crazy fun to play. And if we don't have an opponent to play, then I can just do a little bit more of the campaign. And there's a match found right away. Who do we got going on? Son of Solimer. That's right. Okay. Well, I definitely need a spirit to be going in my banish to be reanimated. So I think we're going to start here because I like the opportunity for if it's dealing damage to the enemy player, I get to play a mindless zombie minion. So then that synergizes with the Dark Shaper Savant, or it would in theory. Metamind Warden. Yep. I wonder if I want to get that Neuralian Golfer. Yeah, let's do that one. So it'll be good to get that one to level 2 where the attack threshold then is 5. Caller of Souls? And now those won't oh those still will trade. Yep. Okay. But dealing no damage there really hurts. Ugh. Yeah, let's get rid of that right away. Or we get rid of the Hantu. Yes, please. I think this double inspirited probably needs a Hantu half to work with. I do have one Hantu, but it's not very good. Is there a spirit I can bring back? Oh, I could bring that one back and take a lot of damage. And it would be at a 4/6, so it wouldn't be great anyways. Hmm. I actually like this. I like this even better. There, and that gets +2/+2. So I win that trade. I block, and I get to give it +2/+2 anyways. So then that Metamind Warden can only be giving it -2. -2. Oh, here we go. Don't get too greedy. But let's get rid of that for right now. Because I want to make sure that this has some attack in order to be proccing, so that Dark Shaper Savant can be getting extra benefit out of it. All right, let's see if I put him in a real thinky spot now. Graveborn Caller is a pretty good one for this deck. Oh. What are you thinking? You may give this -2/-2 to give another creature +2/+2. What other creature? Gonna keep that one around, I see. Okay, well, I don't like that. So we're gonna go here. And see what they choose to block or try to do anything with. Because there's a lot of options. I'm not going to take the time to look through their deck just in case I miss a play. But we will see what their strategy is going to be. Oh, another brood. Give this -2/-2 to give something else +2/+2. Probably going to give it right there. Yep. Oh. On the zombie minion. Yeah, might as well go there. All right, I get to give my creatures +2/+2. Give a creature +3/+3 if it's in a lane with one of your exalts. You may give a creature plus. Oh yeah, that's right. Well, I've got the Darkshaper Savant out there again. Blight Skull Bomb to possibly buff up one of my one spirit. My opponent's getting a board too big. I've got my Dire Hound, which could proc really. Oh no, the Wardens are going down to nothing. Oh, everything's getting just nerfed like crazy. Okay. Okay, fair enough. Hmm. I still think I have to go Dark Shaper there. And I'm not going to use my Forgeborn ability yet. But I think I'm going to Stalking Dire Hound and get rid of or kill this mindless zombie. So I'm play another mindless zombie in that lane. So it's 2 level 1s, which will mean -6/-6 that I'll throw onto that Metamind Warden to clear the lane, do just enough damage to play another mindless zombie minion. That's going to be some very interesting stacking. Stacking that stuff up. Yeah, Parker Boy. Good to see ya. Oh, Hantu. Killing me. Yeah. Oh, I said +3/+3. It is -3/-3. Oh, no, don't give it there. No, if you get rid of my Greatborn Caller, it ruins my whole plans. Okay, that I can handle. I don't like it, but I can handle it. So we're going to go like this. Destroy another one of your creatures and play a mindless zombie minion. Destroy. Might as well. There we go. There we go. I will reanimate a creature that in that lane unless the enemy player takes 5 damage. I will take the damage. And then I will use my Forgeborn ability. There and there and there. All right. Now play my mindless zombie there. I'll take the 5 damage. And then I'll -3 there just to end those shenanigans. All right. Let's see. Put 2 energy counters on this. Remove an energy counter from this to give your creature in this lane +2 attack. If it is level 1, it gets breakthrough this turn. I kind of like that. So in this ensures, gonna just give that there. 2 energy counters on that. going to activate it to give it attack. So it's got breakthrough and stealth. Hantu seems crazy definitely means you want Leyline Vermin. Yes. Yeah, Parker Boy, you are right with that. You need to be turning that off or getting rid of it before combat. Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. Let's see. Uprising Tusk Mage doesn't do a whole lot for me. Tremor Sore right now doesn't do a whole lot. But it would clear this creature out. I think I'm going to go this route. Because let's see, what is River of Souls again? Remove an energy counter from this to reanimate a level 1. Oh, that's right. All right, so we're going to push that back. I'm a little bummed that I got both of my Batterhide and my Botanimate there at the same time. Because now they can probably bring back the level 1 Hantu. I'm still pushing a lot of damage. Yeah. Yeah, still get to push a lot of damage. I'll just put this there. And I'll take the 3 damage. And then get rid of Hantu again. All right. Ooh, now I can have that Nerali Engulfer be eating something up. And I've got both my Inspirited. Let's see, what is going to be the level 1 spirit? Oh, probably the Dire Hound. Oh, that's going to be fun. Give each one of your creatures then with an Exalt, with one of your Exalts +2 attack. Yeah, this one's a fun one. Hmm. I think I'm going to wait to see if my opponent's going to use River of Souls. But that isn't going to stop me from playing this here anyways. Because now I've got that removal, and then with the Dark Shaper Savant, I'm going to play this Bartok and get multiple level 1 cards out of the way. So I think I could end up giving creatures -9/-9 through this one exchange. And then I can destroy a creature that has 5 attack or less as well. So my 17, 18, 19, 20. My opponent's going to be in rough shape after this. Depending on what they do, if they're going to bring back their Hantu, likely. Then depending on what other creature they play, I might just be able to destroy the Hantu twice and not have to worry about paying the 3 health for it, which would be nice. Hmm. Yep, bringing back Hantu. Oh, and it's 9 o'clock already. Oh, these 2 hours have flown by. All right. Well, just to kind of plug a couple of things, I'm obviously going to stay live for this while we are still playing. I'd hate to rob you of that experience, but um, gotcha. And then put it on the Hantu to get it up a little bit more. Okay. So that will just change the order of operations here. We've got events that are happening at 7 o'clock tomorrow evening, Central Daylight Savings Time, on noon Wednesday at Central Daylight Savings Time. And then we've got a bunch of Australian events, and I can't quite remember when all those are going on to be a proper advocate for what time those events are happening. But Iron Bryce and the whole Australian SolForge scene is doing a great job playing a whole bunch of events. That community is growing all the time. So be on the lookout for those. And if any of those are in your time zone or not time zone even, but in your wheelhouse of what time you're able to do things, then definitely check all those out. Ooh, a question right here at the buzzer. Are World's entries up yet? I don't know if Gen Con has fixed it on their end yet. But so wait to see what Gen Con says. Also, what's the cap for the event for Worlds? That's part of what we had to negotiate with them is I was in talks with them because they, based on the numbers that Gen Con had, is they were giving us fewer spots than what I think we would be able to fill. So then that was part of what I messaged them and said, hey, can we get more spot for this? And they haven't gotten back to me yet. So I'm just going to double check and make sure that we're getting the space we need for these events. So we'll see in the next couple of days or so what the event is actually capped at, but it should only cost players $20 for that. That was one of the things that we kind of had to fix. All right, let's see. I want to save that one. Oh, wait a minute. Let's just do that here. Because that's going to count as a slay whenever this activates. Yeah, so stay up to date. I will be making announcements either on the Discord, on my live stream, on Lucas's live stream, as soon as we get all that information filled out or figured out with Gen Con. But we don't want there to be exclusivity in any of these events. So we want to make sure that they are large enough that anybody who wants to participate is going to be able. That is first and foremost our priority. And then it's working with the people at Gen Con to see if that's going to be likely on their end as well. And they run their events and they are supremely understanding and in control of the amount of space that each of the different vendors needs. And then we are just at the mercy of their decisions. So yeah. Okay, so right here, Soul Siphon, destroy one of your creatures to give a creature +8/+8. I don't know if they're going to have two creatures out to be able to do that too, because if they put a creature out like this, deal 1 damage there, but I'm able to slay it, and then I drain my opponent for 3. And yeah, I'll just put out a level 1 creature. It's not really doing anything. So I think that might be the end there. 7, 14, 15, 16, 17. Yeah, good game. Each of these halves I'm going to have to play around with a little bit because they look like that they are both very, very interesting, especially when it comes to the double inspirited. I think that could be something really, really fun and really interesting to try to mess around with. But that is our time for this week. Tune into Lucas's live stream that is going on Wednesdays, so in 2 days from now. And that is 6 p.m. Central Time. Let's transition here. All right. I'm always looking to upgrade and improve this live stream. So one of the things that I did is I've got a QR code here. If you were to scan that QR code, it takes you to an interactive version of this slide, which then you can click on the watch on Forge that takes you to the YouTube channel that Lucas and I do. That is news across all of Stoneblaze games, not just SolForge Fusion. We are recording June's episode this week. And spoiler alert, we're actually going to be previewing set 3 and probably playing a little bit of set 3 the last winter. I might bust this deck out against Lucas, so don't anybody tell him. But we're going to be playing a little bit of that, and that should come out either at the end of this week or early next week. Join our Discord if you're not already. That's where you can get involved, hear about different events that are going on, get connected to different communities, probably local in your area or online events. Like I said, SolForge, that is doing their own Discord server for it, but that's a really good one to get involved with as well. Follow us on Twitter for new announcements for when different content and things drop. And then if you're just watching this channel and you haven't played a whole lot of SolForge Fusion, you don't know what it is, this digital client, you can find it on Steam. We are running a 25% discount right now where you can get the game for $15 instead of $20. It's a great way to be playing. It's also a physical game. So if you're clicking on SolForge Fusion, it'll take you to the SolForge Fusion website. But there's just all the resources for you. Yeah, you're welcome, Miss Misery, Zoe. And I'll see y'all around. So take care, everybody.